Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
They'll send Austin in motion right.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Fields.
Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Back to throw. Fields.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
To throw is Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's going to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
in the
that.
circle.
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Here we go. Right.
Now a give. Running left is Harris.
Dances by at the 20.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
11. Here we go.
Now Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Don't jump, man.
Fields now to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Boswell's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Street. Go, Reed. Go. Head the street. Go.
Mason. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now Mason. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Go, check. Coach, hurt. Right there. Hurt. Check. Hurt. Ready?
On the ground again, it's Mason. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Steelers 17, 49ers nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
Still going.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Got his man, it's Warren.
Now a loose football, the ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Fields. Here's Freiermuth again.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half.
49ers 8. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from Lumen Field. Williams now to return. And a solid one back there. He'll get... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Lumen Field. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Seattle.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Boye Mafe got to the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He finds his man, complete. That's 1. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Now it's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, son.
They'll try the right side with Harris.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. 37-yard line.
Now Geno.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Hey, here we go, hey. Line.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
49, flip it off, 49. Hey, here we go, hey. Tell us that.
Throwing is Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here is 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Walker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
There we go.
A shotgun snap for Smith. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's rolling. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth
from 13 yards out.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down.
They snap it to Fields.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Back to throw. Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. They're prepared for him to try and take off.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Darnell Washington
from 8 yards out.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now is Geno.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Back to throw, Smith. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect. And he executed so well.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
They're going to look to throw.
That's caught. He gets it out to Austin.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
To throw is Fields. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 6.
Now Smith. This is the tight end fan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now a run for Barner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
13 next. There we go.
Here's Smith. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
No ball. Ready.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Play action. It's Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. 20. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Smith. They'll Lockett with a grab over the middle. And Lockett going to pick up the Seahawks 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Smith now to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Geno. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Smith throwing again. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Ken Walker from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out.
Here we go.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Tyrel Dodson there on the tackle.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Here we go. Go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They're going for it. This is Harris.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Geno now to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Fields now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
But that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now here's another carry for Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Here's Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, here we go on 4th down. Fields. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Smith. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Here we go.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, Monday.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Ready. Hold it. There we go, Smith.
One last throw here for Smith. This for all the marbles. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
They'll sneak it with Smith. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Geno Smith. A touchdown run there from a yard out. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.